Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome. Let me make sure I am in the right place here. I have missed you. I haven't done a live for, a month. I don't know. Has it been a month already? But I am glad to be back. I did go to the backstage event in Las Vegas and I learned quite a bit, but then I also came home with a little stowaway called COVID. So that sidelined me for a couple of weeks, quite honestly. But I've been trying to post pretty regularly here on this page. So thank you for sticking around. And the first thing I want to do before I forget is to do our drawing for a kit. Now, I know the other day I said that the prize would be the festive tags kit because I thought I had ordered 2 of those. I can still order that for you if you are the winner. That's not a problem at all. But what I had really ordered was the Christmas Everywhere kit. I just didn't realize it. COVID brain is real, folks. COVID brain is real. So this is the kit that we are going to play with today. I literally just got it out of the carton. So we're going to do this kit today. We'll make 1 of each of the cards. But before we go on, I want to do the drawing. So you have a choice. Whoever wins this actually has a choice between the Christmas Everywhere kit or the Festive Tags kit, as I said, on the post that I believe was Wednesday. So here is my really fancy schmancy way of putting everybody's names in, okay? So if you commented on that post, you are going to be put into the drawing. So here we go. So Beth Benjamin is 1. Susie Jewell commented. Karen Rakoski. I'm putting everybody in my little mixer bin here. Lisa Dodge. Karen Warren. There we go. Verna Hardwick. Angie Brewer. Peggy Sullivan. Whoops. Sarah Cook. Erin Sullivan. And Cheryl Possedon. Okay? All right. So I am going to mix them up. And then I'm going to hold them way up here near the camera. So I really can't see because it's above me. So I am going to pick 1 winner here. And the winner is Peggy Sullivan. Woo woo! So thank you so much, everybody, for commenting that day. And Peggy, I will reach out to you and see if you would like this Christmas card kit or the Festive Tags kit. Okay? So let me just write this down so I don't forget. But thank you all for playing that fun post. If I gave you $100, what would you purchase? So there we go. I literally have not been sitting at this desk for a month. So hi Betty, I have a catalog to drop off to you, by the way. It was supposed to be done like 3 weeks ago, but I'm getting there. It'll get to you this week for sure. So yeah, I haven't sat down at this desk for about a month. So I have no idea. I left it a mess, of course, as I always do. So I can't find anything. So today, my initial plan was to do another card, and then I couldn't find the stamp set. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to keep it easy and do a kit today. Alrighty? So in this kit, I am just going to open this up with my paper snips. And I believe this kit is currently available. I did not see that it wasn't available, but I would think that they would be reordering these if they run out, because they are for the holidays. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up, sure I am, this cellophane wrapping and get out all the goodies. So in the kit you get a pack of a sheet of Stampin' Dimensionals here. Okay, you are going to get envelopes. Oh my gosh, look at those, and they're even designed on the inside. Alrighty, and then card, ooh, hang on. Ooh, there's little, I'm guessing these are card fronts we're gonna stamp on maybe? There are instructions, luckily. Hopefully you can help me follow the instructions. And then here are the card bases. They're already scored in the middle here to make it easy to fold. Oh, here's some little trees. Okay, so, oh my goodness. All right, so here's some trees, and then for those of us, or not us, those of you in the Southwest or South, there's some palm trees and cacti. And then here's some labels. And then let's pull out the instructions. So this is going to be real-time stamping today. Hopefully, hopefully I will do it right, but we know it'll be entertaining either way, right? Okay, I'm just going to slide the box out of our way for a quick second. So this particular kit comes with a Lost Lagoon ink pad, little ink spot there. So they are sealed with the little label that they put on here. So what you can do is just run your scissors along that side, and then along the, along this side, and that will let you open up the ink spot. Okay, can you see that? It's just like a little 1 by 1 inch ink spot right there. So we will use that. I do have a Lost Lagoon regular ink pad, but we're going to use our ink spot today. Okay, what you do need is a block for this kit. Okay, it does not come with a block, so you do need your own block. So I had one right here sitting that I hadn't taken stamps off of and put away yet. Imagine that. So that was convenient. That was easy. So we are first of all going to read our directions and see what we need for each card. So we're going to do one of each of the color cards. So I am just going to pull out the color bases. Okay, so we have the red stripe. We have the pretty peacock, it looks like polka dot. And then I'm guessing this might be Parakeet Party. I am not 100% certain. Don't quote me on that. So here we go. We can fold those just like that. And let's start with this one first. And we're going to get all of the pieces that we need. Alrighty. So it is saying, let's just fold this back on number 1. These are the pieces that we're going to need. We need a card base. Yep. We need, I'm going to fold this back here. We need one of these. Check. Then we're going to need a label that is, we just punch that right on out, one of the red ones. Okay, check. We are going to need 3 trees. Okay. We are going to need one of these, actually 2 of these, and one of these. All right. Okay, that's our green card. All right. I am just going to tuck all of these little things inside and put this over to the side. Quick second. Let's get set up for the second one, which is going to be this card right here. So we're still going to need one of these. For this card, we're going to need these two trees and then the red dotted tree. And this, ooh, this is glittery. Let's see if I can show this to you. Can you? Well, let's, maybe if I get it in the right place. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Can you see that? Okay, so that has glitter on it, and so do these two little trees here. All right, so we need those two. And then we are going to need a green label. All right, so we have all the pieces for this one. Put this to the side, a quick second. Alrighty, now let's get ready for the last one, the red stripe. We are going to need this again. And then this time, we're gonna need these last three trees. Okay, so we're gonna do this as the instructions are telling us, but I have to tell you, you don't have to do that all the time. You don't need to follow the instructions. You can go rogue if you want. I'm just saying. Alrighty. So those are all the pieces that we need for these three cards. That's what it looks like. Where do the cacti come in? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. Oh, I guess you can swap them out if you want. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so if you're in the South or the West, I'm guessing you can swap these out. You can add cacti in your Christmas cards if you prefer. Let's see what it says. Oh, it says kit components. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna do it as it's pictured right now. I was wondering where the cacti came in, and the palm trees, but we're good. I'm gonna follow the rules for once in my life. I'm gonna follow the rules. Who am I? Oh my goodness. I just don't even know anymore. All right, I'm gonna tuck these kits over here because they were kind of on top of my laptop, which is at an angle. Hey Beth, how are you? So here we have our instructions. Let me make sure they are in the frame here. And what we are going to need is Merry and Christmas. We are going to just stamp that greeting right there. So let's put that on our block. Here's Merry. And then here's Christmas. Okay, there's our stamps. Now, one thing I want to tell you about photopolymer stamps is that there is a slight film on them when they are produced. So here is what I do to get the best images I can. Now this is not put on the block, right? Because Christmas is upside down. Okay. First of all, I bring in my chamois and I'm just gonna give them a nice little scrub there. So much so that Mary fell off the block. All right, let me reach over here and I'm gonna get my Versamark ink pad. Okay, I do this with all of my photopolymer stamps. And I'm just gonna pull in an index card. And what I'm gonna do is just ink them up with Versamark, stamp them on a scrap piece of paper, or in this case, an index card. Just keep stamping them. Okay, couple of coats of Versamark. All right, it just helps the ink stick much better. Okay, what did I do that like 4 or 5 times? Oh my goodness, look at this new Versamark ink pad. It's so All right, then you're gonna clean your stamps again, okay, with your chamois. All right, so this should be ready. I'm gonna keep this little scrap paper here just to make sure. Now, this label has both of these stamps at the same time. So what you can do is just lay down the Mary where you want that to appear. Might need to scooch her over just a hair. And then lay down the Christmas. Oh, Mary needs to slide up just a skosh. And then lay down the Christmas right there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Trying not to get my head in the shot there. They look straight. And then press your block right into them. Okay. All right. So where did our ink spot go? Let's find the ink spot. Oh, it's underneath the Versamark. All right, so we're still going to use this little scrap index card here. We are going to tap the ink right onto the Merry Christmas, just like that. And then let's stamp that. Oh, I should get a foam mat, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I like that. Now we're going to use the same color, so I don't need to clean it. And let's see if I can find a Stampin' mat somewhere. Somewhere around here. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been here at this table for a month. All right, we are just going to use the cardboard that came with the kit. That will give us a little bit of cushion. Oh my word. I do not see a foam mat anywhere here. My job tomorrow is to clean up this mess so I can actually create. Okay, so we're gonna bring this in. I like the way the Merry Christmas looked on my scrap piece of paper there. Okay, and actually you could always stamp on this piece of tag board as well. All right, so we're inking this up evenly. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to press straight down. Give it a second to let that ink absorb. And then lift it straight up. And there we go. We have Merry Christmas. Looking good. All right, we also are going to need this little starry snowflake thing. And the other stamp that we're going to need is this tree right here. Okay, so let's clean off our Merry Christmas and just lay them right there. And we are going to do the same thing to like prepare these two stamps to receive the ink. So we're going to clean it off. Let's bring out our Versamark again and our little scrap piece. And we're just going to ink it up a couple of times. I don't know why this works. It just does. Let me know if you've ever tried this before. It really, to me, it really helps with the photopolymer stamps, getting them ready to receive the ink for the first time. Hi, Donna. Hi, Deb. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to be back. I'm going to go rogue a minute and just say, if you have not had a COVID booster in a while, I would highly recommend it. I would not want to repeat the last 3 weeks if I had my choice. That's all I'm saying there. Okay, so we're going to tap the ink on, okay, with our little ink spot, and then we can just stamp it right here on a little scrap, my little index card. There we go. So those images are all ready to go. I am going to pull off that little snowflake dot thing, And I am going to do this first. Okay, so it's saying we are going to stamp this image right here, and then a second time right here. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up, and I'm just tapping this down and making sure I'm laying down like an even layer of ink. Okay, so this one is going to go right about here. That's what we're saying, and that's looking pretty good. And then this next one is going to go here a little bit lower than this little triangle tree here, if that's making any sense at all. All right, so here's our next one right here. And give this ink a little second to absorb into the paper. There we are. All right, now let's clean this one off. Okay, let's put this little dot. I'm just going to put this up in the corner, this little snowflake. Okay, we're going to ink that up. And the first one is going to go down right about there. Alrighty, and then the second one is going to be above this tree. Let's see, a little bit over this way it looks like. I don't think it really matters too much. You can do it where you would like it. Alrighty, let's clean off this little guy. And I'm going to stick him back over here so I don't lose him. Alrighty, now we are ready to put dimensionals on the backs of our pieces here. Let's find the dimensionals that they gave us. In the directions here, it looks like they are saying, let me tilt this a little bit so it's not quite as glary. It looks like they are saying a dimensional in every corner, and then one right in the middle. Okay. I know that's a little hard to see, isn't it, with all of my lights. There we go. Maybe, okay, there you go. And then for the trees and the label, it's telling us to put the dimensionals down here at the bottom of the label. See, because it's going to overlap this top part of, or the bottom part of this card. And then one dimensional on our smaller trees and two on our bigger tree. Okay? All right, so that's what we're going to do. Who has ever known me to follow directions like this? My word. But this is probably the perfect craft for me today. I didn't have to cut or prep anything. All I have to do is follow my directions. So I'm going to count that as a win. There we go. Okay, and then for the tag, flip it over and your dimensionals are going to go on the bottom, because this area is going to overlap with this card here. Okay? All right. So we can put our trees, well, no, let's put this on first. Okay, so here is the front of our card. I'm just peeling off the little pieces of wax paper. Here's the fold line. It is telling me to put this a little bit higher. Okay, so we have room, yes, for that label. All right, so I'm just going to lay that down, and now I can push it down. All right, let's put our label on second, and then we're going to put these trees on to sort of coordinate with the label. All right, let's do that right there. There's that. Now let's get this label for the center. And then this one's gonna go here and this one's gonna go here. All right, oh, that's cute. I like that. All right, so these tree trunks are gonna kind of line up evenly here. This tree trunk and then these two tree trunks, okay? So this one's gonna go a little bit in front of the one we stamped. And then this one is going to go right here. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. And see, just that quickly, we already have one Christmas card done. Woohoo! Who knows, I may just, get them stamped and addressed and mailed this year, okay? So here is one card. I'm just gonna slide it right on in. Now there are some other greetings with this stamp set. You can do warm wishes. You can add greetings on the inside if you would like. But for today, we're just gonna keep it simple and follow the directions, okay? All right, that is card number 1. Let's flip it over to card number 2. Let's look at what we need. Once again, we're gonna need that same tree. No, we're gonna need this little tree. Hold on. We are gonna need the same little snowflake thing. This time, we're gonna use this tree and the words Happy Christmas. Okay, so these are stamps that I haven't primed yet. So we're gonna do that real quickly once again, just to go over that, show you again. So we're gonna open our chamois, just clean them, bring in a little Versamark pad, and our little scrap piece of paper, index card, whatever you have. And we're just gonna ink it up with Versamark a couple of times. And just stamp that on a scrap piece of paper. Okay, like 3 or 4 times. All right, then we're gonna clean it. And we're gonna go do a little test run. Let's ink these both up with our Stampin' Spot. And let's give it a try, see what it looks like. All right, yes, those are ready to be stamped. Okay, so let's clean them off. Let me find that little star thing again. Let's stamp our Happy Christmas first. Let's bring in the pieces we're going to need. Okay. Once again, we're going to need this green label. So we are going to line up Happy and Christmas. This time I'm going to start with Christmas on the bottom. That might actually work a little bit better. Okay, center that. And then put the Happy. Center that as best as I can. Let's see. Okay. I think that's looking good. And then push your clear block right on the stamps. Okay, and they are ready to go. Alrighty, we're gonna ink up Happy Christmas. I'm gonna bring in my little test piece once again. Yes, that looks good. I wanted to make sure they were both kind of straight. And they're kind of straight, so I'm happy with that. Alrighty. Okay, so there we are. Here is our label. Happy Christmas is done. All right, let's clean this off. Now, let's get our little tree, put that on our block. And I'm gonna bring in this little cardboard piece that was in there. We're gonna use this little tree that's kind of like, what would we call this? Little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It's a little skinny. It's a skinny tree. All right, so we're gonna put one here. Alrighty, and then we're gonna do the second one over this side. And it looks like this one might be just a teeny bit lower. I think it's your personal preference, wherever you would like it to be. Okay, that's looking good. Now we're finished with our tree. Now we just need our little teeny tiny little snowflake. Okay, the first one is gonna go a little bit lower and to the right of the printed snowflake. And then this one looks like it's gonna go right about there. Okay, there we go. All right, clean this off. I can put my stamps over here. Happy and Christmas is over here now. Okay, now let's look at our instructions again. Looks like we need 5 dimensionals again. Same thing, our smaller trees are gonna have 1 in the middle. The larger tree is gonna have 2, and again, our label is gonna have 2 dimensionals closer to the bottom, okay? So let's bring those in once again. So 1 in the middle, and then 1 in each corner. Okay, and then here's our trees. There we are. I love these little red glittery dots on here. All right, and 2 on our bigger one, 1 on the smaller ones, and then our label. Remember, we're gonna flip that over, and the 2 dimensionals are gonna go towards the bottom because this top part of the label is going to overlap this panel, okay? So that's pretty important. All right, let's bring back the instructions. It looks like the placement is gonna be the same on the card front. So that is good. Consistency is good. Alrighty. So here is our card front. These are just happy little cards. That's all I can say. They are very cheery looking. All right, I'm gonna do that first, then I'm gonna do my label, and then I'm gonna add my trees after that. Okay, here's Happy Christmas. Okay, and then our trees, our big sparkly one is gonna go there, and then the next one is there, and this one is gonna be right here, okay? Next time I stamp this, I might wanna slide this tree a little closer to the edge. But it's fine the way it is. Alrighty, so here is our first one. Wow, this is almost covering up this little teeny tiny snowflake they have pre-printed here. There we go. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit like that. Okay, so we can see that peeking out from the back side. And then here is this one. Okay, and then here is this one. Cute, cute, cute. So adorable. All right, we are finished the second one. Let me grab another envelope. There we go. Number 2 is finished. All right, let's bring in number 3 here. All right, this time we're going to use the last stamps available here. So we're going to line these up on the block because we are going to condition those once again, okay? And it doesn't matter really where they are on the block. There we are. So again, let me, oops, I had a pop-up ad. Let me close that real quickly, make sure I'm still good. Deb, yeah, I love this kit. I know, it's so stinking cute. I know, Kim, oh my gosh, I enjoy card kits immensely because, you know, really, I don't have to think. I don't have to design them. Somebody else has done all that legwork for me. And I just love being able to sit here and enjoy the creative process sometimes, right? Okay, we're gonna prime these last 3 photopolymer stamps again with our Versamark. I've cleaned it once on my chamois. Now I am just gonna ink this a couple of times with Versamark and just stamp it off here onto my little index card. Okay, so there's 4 times. I think that'll be fine. Let's cover that up. Now, let's flip this over. Oh, forgot to clean it. Let's clean it real quickly. There we go. And now let's ink this up and see how they look. Okay, make sure they're good to go. All righty. I'm running out of space a little bit, but there we go. Yes, they are looking good to me. All right. Okay, they are ready to be used. Okay, next card. Let me find the pieces here. We have all of their pieces separated. Okay, it's the red stripy card base and the pretty peacock label. So let's line up our words. Warm Christmas, or no, warm wishes. I'm sorry. Warm wishes. Right there. Okay. Warm wishes. Okay, let's peel that off and put that right there a second. Push the block down. We're going to give it a little test drive. Make sure those words are really lined up. I don't trust my old eyeballs sometimes. So it's always good just to give it a little test drive. Yep, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. All right, so we can bring in our label, ink up our warm wishes, and then center that right there. Push that down a quick second. Let that ink absorb into the paper. Okay, there we go. We have our greeting. Oh my goodness. This is easy peasy. I mean, literally, you could get all of these cards done in a short amount of time. And another thing I love about kits is everything fits in this box, okay, including the ink spot. So really, all you would need to do, like if you're traveling, I would suggest bringing a Versamark so that you can prime your stamps. And of course, some sort of either chamois or Stampin' Scrub or whatever to clean your stamps, and a block. I usually just use block D, even though it's a little overkill size-wise. At least it gives me a big enough block that I can see through it and then know what I'm doing. So yeah, when I go on vacation, I like to put a couple kits in my bag because that gives me something to do if we have a rainy day or something like that. If you're stuck at the beach or someplace in the rain, at least it's something that you can do creative and fill your cup. There we go. All right, so we're gonna stamp these 2 little trees. One's gonna be kind of right here and the other one's gonna be over here according to the directions here. Alrighty. Okay. Let's do that. This one's going to be, the trunk's going to be a little lower and a little more than halfway between those two green trees. Okay. Of course, you could put them wherever you want them. I'm just following the rules for once in my life. Okay, and then this one is going to be right about there. Okay. All right, let's clean this off, and then we just need our little snowflake. Once again, put that over here. Let's grab the snowflake. I like putting this in the corner. Gives me a little bit of flexibility there with where I'm placing it. All right, so this one needs to go down here. I like putting it in the corner because then I can hold it with both my right and my left hand and kind of place it where I think it's supposed to be. And the older my old hands get, the more I like to use both of them to stamp so that I don't drop them. Drop the stamp onto the project. That has happened more times than I care to admit. Alrighty, we are good with our stamping, so I can put the lid back on to our spot. Let's clean this last little guy. I'm just going to put him over here, and the dimensional instructions are just the same, okay? Except this skinny tree on this one is only going to get one as well, okay? So again, label, flip that over, put 2 dimensionals at the bottom, 1 dimensional on each tree, kind of right there in the center. And then 5 dimensionals on this part of the layer for the front of the card. There we go. And look, I don't even think we've used up 1/3 of the dimensionals. You're going to have a couple extra, I would think, with this kit. So that's always a bonus as well. Okay, so we're going to peel these off. There we go. And then line this up. Of course, this is going to be a little further up towards the top, just like before. Let's put our label on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to overlap that just a little bit. All right, and now we're going to add our cutie little trees. These have little glitter, red glitter spots on them as well. All right, so this one's going to go in the center. Looks like they want this one a little lower than the one we stamped. So that's covering that up a little bit, but that's fine. Look at this. They had us do 3 snowflakes there, and then here it's printed with only 2. So you can choose your own adventure there. I like it there. All right. And then this one is going to go right here. Cute, cute, cute. And then this one will go right in this space. I am loving these cards. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. So this kit is $21. It is, I think, an excellent value. Let's bring the cards back in. Let me put this one in an envelope again. Alrighty. I like doing this. Now you could also stamp the let's stamp the outside of the envelope with the coordinating tree that we stamped on the card. Oh yeah. Oh no. Now I'm not following directions, right? Or you could do the flap. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Should we put the tree on the flap or the front? Or what the heck? We could do both, really. There are no rules here. Oh, thanks, Betty. Yeah, these are really nice cards, aren't they? And I didn't have to think to design them, which was probably good. All right, we're going to put one down here. Okay. And let's do one on the flap as well. What do you guys think? Beth said front, Deb said front. Okay, I'll do front for this one. I'll do flap for the next one. How does that sound? Okay. All right, so this tree goes with this card right here. Okay. Let's bring in for this card was this little Charlie Brown tree. Little skinny little guy. So for this one, let's do the flap. You could even put words on the flap. Just, yeah, use these stamps however you like. And the nice thing about these card kits as well, even after you have used all the pieces, look at that, you will still have this ink spot and all of these stamps to use for other projects as well, okay? So that is another benefit of kits. You get to keep the ink spot and you get to use the stamps and the ink spot for other projects. Okay, so this was our first one. This guy's kind of skinny and tall, so I'm gonna put him on the front as well. That little Charlie Brown guy was a little bit shorter, so he fit on the flap a little bit better, I think. And it's nice to have these ink spots, number one, to travel with. Number two, if you don't have Lost Lagoon in your collection, now that you have this little ink spot, you can give it a sort of like a test drive. See if you like the color. See if it's a color you would use on a regular basis. And then you can decide whether you want to order the full-size ink pad at a later time, you know? So there we go. Oh, hi, Nancy. I know, I love these card kits. Oh my goodness, I just love them. Love them, love them, love them. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna just tidy up my area just a skosh there. Now, so here are the cards made exactly as the instructions told us to. Let me fold this flap back a little bit. And they are adorable. I think they are just so stinking cute. Now, remember, we have the other palm trees and cacti that we can use if you want to kind of have a tropical or Southwest themed Christmas card. Okay, so let's play with those just a second. I haven't played for so long in my little stamp area, so bear with me. All right, let's see. Let's pretend we've already stamped those. Let's pull out a palm tree. Let's see how many palm trees we have. We have 5 of each one, okay? So we could do a palm tree there. Oops, I'm knocking dimensional pieces all over the floor. Imagine that. And then we could do a palm tree and 2 cacti, okay? That is adorable. Or we could still do a palm tree and the 2 Christmas trees. Okay. And let's do the other variation. We could do a Christmas tree and then the 2 cacti as well. Okay, so really, I mean, you can let your imagination go wild. You have this option for the palm trees and the cacti, however you would like it. You could also just do 3 of the same across the front if you choose. Okay, that would be fun as well. But this is just, I love this kit. This is a really, really cute little kit. It is $21 and you get everything you see here in order to make, what is it, 9 cards? Let me see. I know it's 3. Okay, just says 1 set here. Let's count them. We did 3. Let's count the envelopes. That'll be easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So you get 9 cards in this kit, and it's $21. Okay. And you have the bonus of the cactus and the palm tree if you want to do a little tropical Christmas card as well. Alrighty. So there we go. I'm going to move all these pieces over here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, this kit that we did today is called Christmas Everywhere Kit. The catalog number here, I'll tell you the catalog number, Deb, since you're gonna order this next time. It is, hang on, 162422, and it's $21. So there you go. If you wanted to just jot that down, and you get all of these stamps that you can use for other projects. You get a Lost Lagoon ink spot, which is perfect for giving that color a little trial run. Oh, Nancy Lillibridge, am I feeling better? Yes, finally feeling better. I do have to say, I'm still very tired. I mean, I didn't have a horrible case of COVID, but as far as I'm concerned, it was bad enough. It was bad enough. So that's 3 weeks like I'll never get back. I was just really feeling very, very unwell for 3 weeks. And I finally was able to stop isolating from my family on Thursday after my second negative COVID test after 48 hours had passed. So yeah, a lot of Googling CDC stuff. Yeah, it is lingering. I am tired. That is what I'm going to say. I still am very tired. And every now and then, to me, my voice sounds a little bit wonky still. But no, I am feeling better. So, Betty Roberts, I do owe you your catalog still. Because my local ladies who live close enough, I was just going to do, the drive-by and put it outside your door. So I will get to that this week. If I see it that I won't get to that this week, I'm just going to throw them in the mail to you. Okay? You might get them faster that way anyway. So, no, thank you guys so much. In fact, I did, I received a couple greeting cards and everything while I wasn't feeling well. So that was so sweet. So thank you for people who sent little greeting cards wishing me well and texting and messaging and all that good stuff. So hopefully I haven't lost and I don't have the COVID brain, because I already have the chemo brain and, the old lady brain. So I'm hoping I don't have COVID brain, but we never know, right? You guys will have to tell me. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, our drawing winner was Peggy Sullivan. That was from commenting on our post from Wednesday. So Peggy, you can tell me whether you would like this kit or the festive tags kit that I posted in that post on Wednesday, because apparently I thought I ordered the festive tags kit and I actually ordered the Christmas Everywhere kit. So talking about that COVID brain, it might be here. So thank you so much everyone for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk with you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.